Posse hopefuls, my name is Zoe Blackburn. I'm a class of 2025 high school graduate and a Texas A&M Posse Scholar, a part of the National Virtual Program. And in this video, we will dive into some common Q&A that you might be wondering about, so stay tuned. So, question number one is, do I have to have a perfect GPA or test score to get the scholarship? Absolutely not. Posse does not have a minimum GPA or test score in order to get the scholarship. They are looking for leaders, they are looking for change makers. They are not looking for people who are just top of their class. For reference, my GPA unweighted was 3.7. I had an 1150 SAT score and a 22 ACT score, so I was not the best thing to exist. Also, test scores are optional for the Posse Foundation Scholarship Program. So if you are not too proud about your test scores, you do not have to submit it. So question number two that you guys sent was, what should I wear to the interviews? My best advice is dress like you care. Dress how you would want to be perceived. The safest option to go to is business casual. Some nice pants, a nice top, and some good casual shoes. Dress like you care, dress how you want to be perceived, but also dress comfortably. Keep in mind that some of these interviews are hours and hours long, and especially if you're in person, you're going to be on your feet a long time. So dress comfortably and dress like you care. Question three is, what if I mess up during an interview round? Am I out? Absolutely not. Posse is looking for the entire journey. I can definitely attest to this because during my round 2 interview, I completely flopped the interview. But what did I do? I followed up, I stayed authentic, and I showed them how passionate I was about the Posse Foundation. So keep going. Don't give up. Posse is looking for the entire journey and your growth as an individual. So question 4 is, what kind of questions do they ask during the individual interview? So the individual round interview, which is the second round interview, is more of your typical and standard interview that you would get for a job or another scholarship interview. Just it follows that same format. So get the questions like, tell me about yourself. What are some strengths? What are some weaknesses? What are some challenges that you faced? How does your friend group describe you? Have you been in a posse type bond before? But also they will ask you to express your interest in the colleges you ranked. They will ask you, why did you rank colleges the way that you ranked them? How interested would you be going into a specific college that you ranked? Be honest. They're not looking for a particular answer from you. They just want to know why you ranked the college a certain way. Don't give them an answer that you want them to hear or you think they want to hear, because that leads to you being somewhere that you're not truly happy in. And that's just horrible for you and for your posse. So in this interview, be honest, be authentic. People can only know so much on a paper application. So this is a chance to put a 2D paper into 4D. Show them who you are. Show them everything that you have to offer. Don't be afraid. You got this. Question 5 is this a full ride or does it cover everything? No, the Posse Scholarship is a full tuition scholarship, which means that it covers only the tuition. It does not cover housing, it does not cover books, it does not cover anything else. It does not cover meal plans. It specifically covers just the tuition. But colleges do get financial aid on top of the Posse Scholarship. So don't think you're completely out of luck because you are still another college student who fills out FAFSA or TASFA or whatever you fill out, and you will still receive a financial aid letter. And you can still get additional scholarships from the universities that can stack on top of your Posse Scholarship. At the same time, you can also apply for outside scholarships. This is highly encouraged. I took a part of this. I got a wonderful financial aid package from my university, but I was also taking advantage of outside scholarships. So do that. Question 6 is, do I have to know what I want to major in? No, it is totally okay to be undecided. It is totally okay to be a general studies major until you decide what you want to do. All that Posse really cares about is that you get a degree at the end of the 4 years, okay? And that you are driven and that you are willing to learn. So if you have that, go for it. It's okay not to know what you want to study in. Those first 2 years are typically a way for you to explore and have fun and figure out what you want to do before declaring a major, typically in your junior year. So it's okay not to know, but as long as you're driven, as long as you're willing, and that you know that you're going to get that degree in the end of the 4 years, then absolutely, it's okay. Question 7 is, what makes a great Posse applicant? So when I wrote this question, I had to write it down to make sure that I got a full picture view of everything that I want to mention in my response. So I wrote, a great Posse applicant is someone who's self-aware, collaborative, curious, and compassionate. Posse is not looking for star students. They're looking for people who make the people around them better. So I say self-aware. Not everyone in your Posse, not everyone in this world looks like you. Comes from the same background, comes from the same high school, has the same political beliefs, have the same religious beliefs, have the same opinions. People are different, and you have to be self-aware. You are not the only person who exists in this world. So it's very important for you as an applicant to be self-aware of other people. I also say collaborative. You're gonna be with these 10 people, all 10 of you, for 4 years. Not being able to work in a team is not an option around here. Curious. Posse loves people who are just curious, who love to explore, who want to learn something new from time to time, who are looking for some exciting things, who just are curious people. And then compassionate. I say that compassion is for everything. Even if you don't agree with people, compassion follows no matter what. Even though you may not agree, or you may try to criticize or even help people, it all needs to be done out of compassion. Whether you're trying to comfort a friend, whether you're trying to reprimand a friend, or trying to give constructive criticism, it needs to all be done out of compassion. And that follows to what I said secondly, which is they're looking for people who make the people around them better. It's kind of like that phrase, kill them with kindness. It follows that same logic. Even though people around you may be doing horrible things, can you as a Posse member set the status quo of, hey, I don't do that. I'm different from that. I don't do those same negative things. Instead, I radiate positive energy and positive actions. And in return, that makes people around you so much more better and so much more receptive of what you're saying and what you're doing. And sometimes it even changes their ways and they reflect on themselves. So it's all of those things that I said, but at the same time, it all boils down to compassion and making the people around you better people because of who you are and what you're doing. Question 8 reads, what's one thing you wish you knew before applying? Oh gosh, this is a hard one. I have two. It's not one thing. I actually have two. The first one is every moment counts. Every moment counts. It just really does. Every moment counts. They are looking at every interaction with you because it's hard to get to know a person on a piece of paper. So they're looking at every interaction they make with you. And then secondly, you will grow so much as a person from Posse. Like, I told myself before entering the final round interview, no matter what, I am so grateful for what this experience taught me. And that's that. Well, I hope this video has cleared up some of the very common questions that you have about the Posse Scholarship process. But if you have more, feel free to drop them in the comments, email me, DM me, or you can schedule a free one-on-one prep session with me by filling out the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So here's some rapid fire of questions that you may not have even considered yet. Question 1, can I apply if I'm not a senior? No, you cannot. You must be a senior. Can I apply if I've already started college? No, you must be a senior in high school. What if I'm shy or introverted? It's okay. I'm shy and introverted, but put yourself out there. How many people apply each year? Last year, there were roughly 14,000 to 15,000 applications, so you do the math on that one. Can homeschool students apply? Absolutely, but they must still be nominated just like every other student. Can I apply to Posse and other scholarships? Absolutely. Keep in mind, Posse is only tuition-based, which means you are responsible for getting the rest of the room and board and the fees and the books and everything else. And outside scholarships is a great way to do that. Next question, what if I don't live in a Posse city? That's okay. Typically the National Virtual Program fills that void. And then what if I have a disciplinary record or low GPA freshman year? That's okay. Once again, Posse is looking at the whole individual and the whole journey. And honestly, I think that is a great selling point for you. Tell them how you had a difficult time in freshman year, but you overcame that and you bounced back your sophomore year and your junior year. Sell your story.